The draft here in this game, this is. There's not much to say about this. Like, CLG has gone for a very standard composition, with the exception of the actual Morgana coming into this, but the Alistair, Soraka, and Bard bans don't leave as much to go with. Obviously, could have played Braum here instead, especially because he knows that it's going to be Nidalee Lucian. In fact, I would have said the Braum is better, but I think he's picking for a lane against the Thresh, and he wants
you hate
Black
Morgana
Shield.
support.
I don't hate it so much in this case, because at least he's laning against a Thresh, and there is some value to being able to block hooks with the Black Shield.
See, what I really like is that Royal have a comp that is very good at 1-3-1. Like, this is a super good 1-3-1 comp. It's an excellent time to pick Zed, because you have Nidalee and Echo for magic damage. Also, your Nidalee's MLXG, who's a god Nidalee. Great time to pick Zed. Xiaohu's finally forced off of his comfort. He could have picked LeBlanc here, but it's a great time for Zed. So, I don't mind it.
Yep.
LeBlanc would have been too much magic damage, so... And this is definitely a comp that wins in one way, and you never want a team fight because it's awful.
I don't think it's too much magic damage to have LeBlanc here, but that's okay. I think you're fine with Lucian.
But does LeBlanc make this comp better in team fights? Because Zed's definitely better for splitting.
Yes. Oh, no, I agree with the Zed. I'm just saying I don't think
that's fair.
That's not a reason why
Whereas
you would go LeBlanc.
CLG
here.
have, another SKT day 2 comp.
Yes. And this is basically about as standard as you can get right now. They do have a little bit of questionable engage. They're going to have to land a bind or get Poppy in there.
So question then, let's explain something to me, because we've seen literally Azir Poppy X, like Azir Poppy Kindred, Azir Poppy Nidalee, and almost every time when it's available, why?
Hey guys.
Oh god.
We did get enough donations.
Those donations? Do I get some of these?
No, the fans have really wanted real Doa. The camera's here, by the way.
Where's the
If
camera?
you sit next to...
Hi.
Actually, if you guys shift, I'll move the camera.
Oh, I'm sitting in the middle? Oh, jeez.
Sitting
you-
in the
can you
middle.
bring up
You're the
this thing?
superstar.
Oh,
Can you bring up...
hi.
You're the
Hello, everybody.
God.
How are you guys doing?
The chat seems
There we go.
chat seems happy.
I'm wearing a totally non-political esports hat at this point in time.
It's the last time you'll see that logo.
I know, right? We're going to see a very similar logo very soon, though.
So
From
Monty,
El Rito.
let's just finish the question though. Why do we see this comp always? Why is this the standard comp now?
Yeah, why?
Well, it can do pretty much everything that you need it to do in terms of team fighting. At least you have the Callista here for engage also, but it allows you to create an extremely strong front line to fight behind. You can isolate people with either the ultimate from Azir or knock people out and have a man advantage during a team fight. You can kite back onto the Kindred ultimate. There's just a lot of different ways to play this composition in a team fight, so you don't have to do things in a very specific order. It can happen in many different orders, and you're still going to be able to provide the crowd control and the damage you need to take the fight.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a problem for Royal in the late game because their team fight is actually quite poor.
They can't fight with this. This is literally Zed in one lane, Echo in the other lane. Just take all the turrets, please God.
And Thresh and Nidalee roam around and
Yeah.
get them.
And make plays.
Yeah, they got to make the plays.
And make plays to get picks. I saw SKT dancing around up there.
That's
man.
our subscriber.
Oh, that's sick. That's neat. I haven't been watching this stream or any other MSI stream this
So
whole
you're really
weekend.
caught up on MSI.
I know exactly. I know SKT is like 6-0 right now,
Yep.
right? They haven't lost a game yet.
They've actually played 8
I'm
games.
pretty
so
sure.
they're,
Oh, they have
they're
8-0?
much better than
Wow.
They're actually 6-0 in 8 games.
I almost
The remake
almost-
situation's fucking
I almost
weird.
wore my faker hat. Who's the remake? Who had the remake?
Oh, it was G2 versus Supermassive.
Oh.
Elise got caught in the turret.
What?
Seriously.
That's awesome. That's great. I'm sad I missed that. Wow, more subs. You guys are making a killing.
We are.
That's great.
I mean, we have to be doing well to get real Doa.
Yeah, I
Instead
suppose.
of Budget Doa.
Yeah.
Budget Doa stopped by earlier. But
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got,
With Robin.
you got any drinks?
Oh, do we have drinks?
I have a beer and whiskey.
Whiskey it is.
I'll take either one. It's
Water it is,
not the
guys.
same time.
I mean, whiskey,
More water.
Can I just say though that this is not drink related, but this is MSI related. I did watch a little bit of the MSI stream today. I watched about 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
And I gotta say, Pura, man, his voice sounds really good right now. It's good. He's projecting well.
I don't know if I call it. I'm worried about Pyro.
No, he's not doing the 0 to 100 thing anymore. I thought he did.
Did
really
you like
good today.
Kobe? Did you hear Kobe losing his mind?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
At the end
No,
of
I
this
didn't watch
game,
that part.
Kobe,
I'm gonna
Kobe
sit
hits
here.
1,000.
I want to
This
sit
is
here
yours,
for a bit.
actually.
We can't.
Oh, it's mine?
We can't
Yeah.
lose Monty
This
from
is,
Monty's
that's
point
right.
of view.
This is mine.
I'm
Now-
just here for the whiskey.
VOD review brought to you by Talisker.
Don't worry, guys.
Dark Storm.
We'll cut this out of the YouTube vlog. We won't cut this out.
Single,
No,
we're all of age to drink. It's okay.
matured in charred casks. It's delicious.
Here's your.
We might not have
That's
enough.
how I grew up too, actually.
It's
You,
okay.
you were matured
I
in a
think
charred cask. I can see that.
Monty should have more whiskey.
Yeah.
I should have the most whiskey.
Oh, is there another bottle? I will have some of this. This is a Nika coffee
Hook a
green
brother up.
whiskey.
What is it?
I don't know. It's Japanese whiskey.
Ah, see, door
Oh my
arrives and the party
gosh.
begins.
Is there no more?
Oh, it was like we barely got any, didn't we?
It's fine. I'll have some of this.
That girl have a nice body. You're doing well, Susie.
Great.
I thought they were talking about me.
Oh, I should have
Whistle
done
pig,
that.
straight rye.
Man, how many bottles do you have in here?
Jeez.
Jesus.
You know, the funny thing
I
is,
have a whiskey enjoyment.
I almost brought my other bottle of whiskey I have at
Oh,
my
why
place over.
didn't you?
I should have. I just assumed Monty would have several bottles already.
All right. Well,
It worked
cheers.
out. Cheers
Monty doesn't have a glass yet.
to League of Legends champions Korea. And the Korean hype train. May it never derail completely. It derails a little bit. But
Hey,
never
where's
completely.
your whistle? Don't you still have that
I don't know
somewhere
where
around?
it is right now.
That's right.
All
This
right,
stream
and
also
since-
brought to you by Whistle Pig Straight Rye.
Wow, look at that.
It's really good, actually.
All right.
I'll
Well,
have to try that next.
I can't.
Why don't we have a stream whiskey?
100 proof. Wow.
You had one job. Get us a stream whiskey.
I'm gonna sit with this over
Aged in bourbon
by
barrels. That's cool.
my
It's
laptop.
really good.
Nice. All right.
I can't add any more to this conversation. So.
I've added about
Oh!
all I'm going to be able to add tonight, but I'm going to stick around for a while. So we're watching Counter Logic Gaming versus Royal Never Give Up. Okay.
Remember, at this point, Royal Never Give Up has not been defeated.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And CLG
I heard
lost
about
to
that.
a wildcard region already.
But they do give up in this game.
Well, they beat SKT.
Well-
They beat SKT.
By wrestling
but
rules,
then-
there's giving up and there's being pinned. I would say they were more pinned than giving up.
Really, I would say by wrestling rules, they commit suicide in this game.
I don't know if that's
It
quite
works.
wrestling rules. I think they call it a disqualification, or they hold up the match rule.
I feel like this is in wrestling when that guy gets DQ'd for like hitting another guy with a folding chair.
Yes.
He goes for the style points
Isn't
instead
Royals-
of the pin, and then he loses.
Isn't
the-
Royal strategy and the LPL in general people throwing folding chairs at each other for about 40 minutes?
The problem is that like they shouldn't put those folding chairs nearby anyway if they don't want people to hit each other with them.
They're under the ring. They're just extra equipment.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we did kind of have like Insect receive like an injury from like diving from the turnbuckle, more or less. You know?
That is true.
Yeah. It's like
Stay
this
in the
guy was
ring,
my
kids.
witness. He has broke him in half.
You've been watching wrestling in the last 30 years.
I know,
once.
right? By him, I meant his femur.
First game of the day had some unexpected. First game of the tournament had some unexpected surprises.
All right.
This time a lot more standard, but it's RNG that mixed it up. With
By the way, we did it, Doa.
What do we do?
We got base gate banners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see them a lot because the Korean team lost a lot.
Oh,
You wouldn't think you'd see them, but you can see the Chinese ones. Wait for it.
cool.
Wait for
That's
it.
awesome.
Wait for it.
I don't think we're gonna see it.
China.
Oh yeah, they're there. That's really cool.
I know.
I love it.
There's a Korean one too.
That's awesome.
But it's not SKT.
So
it's just the
SKT 's not-
champions logo. It's your hat.
SKT's not out, are they? Oh, it's not SK. What the? It's not an SKT logo. It's just a Champions logo. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah.
Well, because it's the region, right?
It is a regional.
But wasn't that Royals logo? Just
No, that was
it's
the
LPL.
LPL.
Oh, okay. I knew that.
Doa's been up on VODs.
I got it. No worries, man. I know all the logos. Well, that's cool.
Agreed.
That's neat. So SKT is not out though, right? Okay, good.
They were 2 and 4 at the start of the day.
Now they're 4 and 4, right?
They were 3 and 4 as of this game, and they end up 4 and 4.
Oh, okay, cool. So their game is the next game.
Yes.
All right, I want to watch at least one of them.
I don't know if we'll be doing the other SKT game. It's against Supermassive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're
You're
probably
right.
not gonna do that.
Not a lot to do there. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's probably the perfect game for Doa to VOD review. And make laugh and make jokes.
Yeah, I can. I could do that. I could review those. Maybe I should review the jokes being made on the stream already.
No, that's...
I can't do that. No, that'd be awkward.
So this is a really interesting start in this game because they already blow Huhi's flash, which means that they can't actually collapse here into the enemy jungle, or into their own jungle rather. And instead of actually going to lane, so this is an adaptation that Royal is making because they saw the deep wards go in, and CLG has been doing this pretty much every game of MSI so far. So they want to punish it.
What?
We're getting Monty on cam.
Oh.
The camera's quite narrative.
So, yeah.
Monty
being
keeps showing
cleaved.
his cleavage.
Can you
It's a problem.
just pull your shirt back? No.
It keeps going down. Can't help it.
I've got a deep V-neck as well. It's very deep.
So anyway, as I was saying, this is a reaction to what CLG has shown previously. They assume that the duo lane... Let's just talk about this real quick. So the ward goes down in the brush by the Raptors. So if they come around right here, they're going to get the information that they need. They try and set a trap. So the two choices that they have are basically CLG is going to go into the bottom side, and if they're seen walking that way or towards the Krugs, then they're probably going to have a problem. And if they send their dual lane into the bottom side, then usually you'll send your jungle into the weak side and try and adjust it that way. But there won't be a jungler there to mess you up. So if you have 3 people in this side, you actually can go for the enemy buff. So we'll watch and see how this plays out. And if it is, in fact, a lane swap, which is going to be into the place where they have vision, even though Echo finally shows, so Looper finally shows on a ward going top lane, so they know it's a lane swap. We'll see how they do this, but Royal should just go red to red, one would assume, and then attempt a 3 buff. Depending on how fast the members of CLG can get there. But nope, he's just going to do Raptors, so not going to be greedy.
Have we seen any Zeds be successful lately?
It's very popular in LMS.
Yeah. Whoa.
Java.
Okay, there's a Zed being successful. All right.
Well,
There's
you don't expect the Italy to be there in a
The
lane
level 2
swap.
gank.
Yeah.
That is actually very clever by Royal. So the level 2 is hit, the red buff is already up, and because they blew Huhi's flash at level 1, all he has is the exhaust now. So I really like Royal. So they came into level 1, Huhi was too far up, the hook came in, had to flash it from Mata, and then they're able just to make this play immediately with the Ignite.
I really,
It's really
like
well
the level
done.
1, the adaptation of 3-man roaming into mid because of CLG's tendency to invade
Yep.
was really smart.
Yeah, and they know CLG's doing that too, so this is something that they had prepared in advance.
I mean, even that we're talking about Royal having like tailored level 1 strategies is showing you how serious and how much they've come because they're not a team that's known for doing that, and they've been excellent at this tournament.
I'll go back to the game though. The reason he's not expecting it, obviously, this is not the standard lane swap. They started
So,
on
but
CLG's
we
red side.
did the TP complete?
Did he cancel it?
Why would he cancel it?
Okay, so yeah,
He did cancel
I'll
it.
go back to the game though. The reason he's not expecting it,
Wait.
obviously, this
Oh,
is
so he
not the
didn't.
standard
Wait,
lane
he
swap.
did.
He
Yeah, he
did.
did.
Started on CLG's
Oh.
red side.
They just wanted to take
He,
down that
he
third
should have
vessel.
actually gone for that TP.
Okay, I'll go back to
Maybe they didn't know where Nidalee was.
But it literally like skipped a camp right there. But Xmithie is on the top side, but you still have flash. I think you just go for that.
It's really weird that he'd channel it and then change his mind. Was it to do with the lane swap tempo and what they wanted to do in the future minutes?
They did have the tempo advantage, obviously, because of that.
They started on CLG's red side.
He must have been called to not do it. I don't think that's a reaction to... Because it's not like Thresh was posturing to, like, flay him or something.
Right, and this is weird anyway. Like, this whole thing, so part of it is really well done, right? The part of it where they get the kill on the mid lane, but watch what Looper's doing, because Looper's pretty much doing nothing this entire time. He's just kind of running around, and it does delay the double jungle, like, just a hair. Also, Darshan goes up after the second camp, so that's normal, but basically he's got 2 camps worth of XP from duo jungling with the Kindred right now, while we see that they're still only starting that, so they are delayed. So they can push this significantly faster, considering that the wave has already pushed up, but they're going to deny this wave and actually just recall right here. So Royal is just going to move out of vision and recall and deny the wave.
He's not expecting it.
So what the
so
TP...
he saw them coming back in.
He saw them cancel
Yeah.
their backs.
Yeah.
I don't think he saw the backs in the first
He
place.
saw them come back into vision anyway.
Yeah, because they came back
Yes.
into vision.
Yeah.
On that level 2 cheese because he's coming from behind you.
So that's why he canceled right there. But he didn't know they were backing in the first place. All he sees is them leave lane.
Yeah.
So I guess he's assuming they're going to back. So it was a good cancel TP, and it was a good reaction.
Which technically is RNG's
And maybe they just moved down to the lane for a second to like cause him to freak out and cancel his TP.
Or kill him. Try
Because
and
he's
kill him.
teleporting in vision,
That's
so they
true,
know
yeah.
that he's doing that. So
Right, right.
And he's
level
still,
2.
he's still level 2, and they do have Ignite.
Yeah.
So,
the cheese out of these guys.
alright,
sense.
I respect that.
Two-part game.
Makes
Natural
sense.
for MLXG, bloodthirsty in that mid
It
lane. They will
does mean a lot quicker turret for CLG though, doesn't it?
Yes.
one up very quickly. Is only
Well, I mean, because it's just Echo and Bot. So
Yeah, which is theoretically a good thing.
quite as fast, but this time they're not responding at all. They're hanging 2 in the top.
So Royal
Yeah, they are
is going to back off, though, and respond with this. And CLG is getting a bit cocky here.
not getting any experience. Yeah, they're going to try and sneak in there with Nidalee.
But they have the Kindred there just waiting. And are they actually... I didn't see the beginning
Oh,
of this
going
game.
for it.
Okay, so
No, never mind.
7 minutes is when the
There just weren't a lot of
unit
creeps.
damage reduction
that turret's critically low, but they won't be able to finish it anytime
Yeah,
soon.
Looper did go into the bottom side, too, because the TP is down. So he was actually farming a minion wave right there and does hit level 3 before he TPs in. So they're actually able to save that turret. And Looper gets... This is like a really weird, responsive...
Well, think about how
Level
many.
one. This is not something you could plan for, really, because there's too many weird things that happen.
And that's like 2 or 3 waves hard pushed into the bot lane turret at
Yep.
3 minutes. Like basically, almost all minions in bot lane have been completely. Well, I mean, all minions in bot lane have just been denied. Interesting.
So here's the invade from MLXG. Man,
That was true mostly for the top side, too, to be fair. So it wasn't actually
I mean, just
that
look at
much
the
of a
CS, right?
difference.
2 to 10.
Right, but in 22 to 17. So
Fair enough.
we're talking about 3 creeps, basically.
so much. This guy is
3 creeps, huh?
very intelligent.
3 creeps.
So it's our trio's name.
That's that's a
That's our
new
track
VOD
name.
review. It's the 3 creeps. There you go. Uh-oh. Well, well,
You have to be careful with it, Smithy. Yeah.
yeah. I think they might have one. Yeah.
Securing the answer kill here, and he's looking for
Oh,
more.
boy.
Trying to find MLXG with an auto attack. As Wu takes out that pro. It's
Wah,
1 for
wah.
1.
6A's going to circle back. My goodness. This guy is very, very intelligent.
So the Kindred's coming up, and they are pushing out again.
Mechanic-
And they...
professional.
Hey, Mata just comes in here. Where was the Black Shield, actually?
So much.
It must have been on cooldown. Oh, he's only level 1. Never mind.
As well.
He's still only level 1, so he doesn't
Wow.
even have it.
No.
Mechanically professional.
Oh, no wonder they went for it then.
Yep, especially since they have Ignite.
Yeah. If that Spirit hit, he probably would have been dead.
That top line was so clutch of MLXG. And then Smithy's level 4 Kindred, which is stuff of nightmare.
Securing the answer kill.
Well, giving a killer with Stick Save probably doesn't help RNG.
MLXG with an auto attack. As Wu takes out that pro. It's a 1 for 1.
6A's going to circle back.
Oh, they did kill out from him.
Yeah, they got him. Whoosh killed
With
him in the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Whoosh killed him. Because they split up. Stixay was trying to...
Get the kill on Nidalee.
Yeah, get the kill on Italy, and they didn't
Would've got
actually end up
buffs
doing
from
it.
Does get away from
So this has been a really awkward early part of this game.
maybe worth it, but right now
I mean, it's like the exact opposite of a standard lane swap. It's as RNG a lane swap as possible in terms of like crazy
Yeah.
stuff happening.
Puts the claws in, Smithy's down, and Stixay will fall. MLXG finds the dust on top, so they get a return answer kill.
That is actually worth it for Royal. Obviously, it's a 2-for-1 trade, but they denied that enormous minion wave, too. So it's not actually a big deal that MLXG dies there. That's actually a good play.
We're getting a replay now anyway.
minions here. All right, let's take another look at the beginning though, because more accolades for
All right.
MLXG. This guy. All right, let's
It's
take
good.
another
I mean,
look
it's
at the
a
beginning,
great
'cause Mata
decision to go in. Because
Yep.
they have Nidalee with the inside track to the lane and a pink ward in the brush. So why wouldn't you?
able to take that spear
Yeah,
instead.
they try and track that really hard, too. MLXG tries to sort of predict the flash right there, too, with the spear, but he doesn't
Stixay's gonna have
quite
to
end up
go
getting the target he
towards
wanted.
that extra kill, and he flashes
Lush gets
forward, but not able to
hyper-aggressive,
finish
gets the
MLXG.
kill,
I think
though.
he did not get the Ren reset, didn't have a spear.
Yeah,
minion
Stixay, though,
maybe,
can't
or
quite
maybe
nail it down.
one.
But then the response to that, too, and the continuation of the dive was really smart by Royal. So this is an excellent situation for them to be in. And the interesting thing is that Royal could not have really counted on the fact that they wouldn't destroy that top lane turret. That's the thing, is that top lane turret got so close to dying.
But when he channeled it in, like there wasn't a minion wave, and it was like, say 10 auto attacks altogether from dying. Like 10 people needed to be hit 10 times. So I think
That's 3 seconds with 3 people.
Yeah, but they just weren't in a position to focus on it for 10 seconds without tanking a couple of turret shots.
Do you think they just went a little bit overboard on the dirty farming?
That was also,
If
I
they
think, a
didn't
little
dirty
bit...
farm, they would have got the turret.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So you can't count on your opponent to necessarily do that. The other thing you can't count on is that Darshan used his TP and then canceled it because Looper went bottom and killed the wave.
But he did that in Vision before Looper committed to teleporting defensively.
Yes, but I'm just saying that had Looper teleported defensively into that top side and Darshan had TP, he TPs right back into the bottom side and picks up that wave and puts pressure on the turret and then equalizes that advantage. So it looks good from Royal, but it is like sort of chaotic here. And I think they responded to the situation well, but based on this lane swap, the thing you can assume, worst case scenario for Royal right there, is that they lose the top lane turret, but they get the kill onto Zed. Well, it actually went on to MLXG. Zed didn't get it. But they try and start to feed the Zed, which is a perfectly fine strategy. You can trade the global gold in the top side for the concentrated gold onto Zed to speed up
Because
the
Zed
split
will
push.
solo get
Yes.
global gold later.
Exactly. He'll be split pushing. And if he has more kill pressure, he'll be able to get that turret gold back for you and snowball. So I think with this particular composition, this was an okay trade to make. They just got bonuses because the turret didn't go down and they traded preferably in kills after that. So it went better than you could normally hope for given this strategy.
CLG's level 1 script was better. It's just that Royal put post-it notes on it enough that it actually turned out pretty well for them.
Yeah.
Put post-it notes on it.
That's what they did, man. They just ripped some
Stuck some post-it notes on it.
That's what they did. The script certainly went awry at some point.
They're like, don't forget, meeting at 9:30.
But to people who think that that was like super calculated, it totally wasn't.
That's why
at all.
This wasn't like
Oh.
reviewed edition. This was very much post-it notes.
But to Royal's credit, they're on the fly decision making because they knew the wards were going down, because they blew who he's flashed at level 1. That was all great reaction. And because Darshan used his TP, and then they were able to clear the wave and TP into the top side, like it worked beautifully for them.
But also just on a general level, like kind of ruminate on what you're saying. Royal never give up. The Chinese team with 2 Korean players on the fly decision making was really good. It's already something more than a Chinese team has shown in 18 months of the Korean Exodus. Like, that's a really big thing. EDG did it to a similar extent, but Royal haven't had that necessarily, so it's good to see.
We didn't see it at all at Worlds last year.
Sure, but Worlds was definitely the crescendo of like China sucking, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, IEM was too, but you know.
Well, yeah.
I would say it was worse at Worlds than IEM.
Well, I mean, because everyone
It
was
was
so
worse
excited.
over a larger period of time at Worlds, for sure.
Also, IEM San Jose too, where LGD just got like bodied.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Worlds was literally SKT, LGD, EDG. That was everyone's top 3.
Right.
So for 2 of the teams to shit the bed that hard was a big thing.
Well, I'm glad SK Telecom's making it interesting at least this time. You know?
Are you sure you don't
Giving them
want
a chance.
You don't want SKT to come 5th or 6th and then force like the craziest groups ever?
That
with
would
no
actually be
seeds?
really
It'd be
funny.
hilarious to have 2 Korean teams and like the top place NA team and like another strong team. I don't know. Groups of death are fun.
What I would really want is like what I would really want to go on is like number 1 NA versus like number 1 Korea versus number 2 China versus
Number 3 Korea.
No, 2 Korean teams can't be in the same group.
Oh.
But like number 3 Europe or number 2 Taiwan, that would be hilarious.
You can make it happen.
I'm going to move the camera a little bit
Yeah,
because
sure.
you guys look really uncomfortable squished up together.
We're very comfortable, though.
We're fine.
But
I
also
mean, you can
because
move
I
the
think-
camera, but
But I also think
physically
because
we're very comfortable.
budget dough might be coming.
Oh,
Man,
it's a party, huh?
Does this work?
I thought it was in your contract that you couldn't be on the same time as Budget Dollar.
Well, we've already done a cast together, so that's clearly not the case.
Just talk to Arjun about violating the contract.
There we go. Now you guys look.
Tell Budget Doa to bring more booze.
Yeah.
I told him to bring a pizza too.
Ooh.
I like this. That's pretty good. I like how this is going.
Yeah, endorse the pizza.
Mata. Uh-oh. Alright, he's fine.
It's amazing that we've seen more Thresh in like 4 days at MSI than we saw in a whole LCK split.
Yeah.
How many Threshes were there? Maybe 5 in the whole split
Well,
of like
early
200 games?
in the season there were a few more, but
Like
After the
literally,
halfway point, they were like 0.
in the second round robin to grand final, there was probably, I believe, there was 1.
Right.
That's a lot of damage. Can Darshan get away? He might have to wind up the ult. No.
So the Poppy nerfs aren't having as big of an effect as people were thinking it might.
I mean, Poppy's kit is just broken.
It's the kit, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's the ult.
All right.
What kind of booze?
And the W. Stop being able to stop people's dashes is really clutch to
I mean,
preventing
the E is
engages.
pretty sick as well. Like, only the Q is like just a trading tool.
What kind of booze?
Your Poppy lane
Yeah.
is down 20
Beer or soju?
Surprise us.
20 CS.
If you ask Budget Joe, it's going to be soju.
Really?
Surprise!
What is wrong with that guy?
He loves soju.
So let's just get some beer then.
Have you
Yeah.
not seen his refrigerator?
Well, the fruit soju. If he gets fruit soju, it's fine.
Well, that was a sick play by Afro.
I feel like we've been saying that a lot this tournament.
Looks like Wux was out of Lux.
I would
that's
say
why I came over.
I'd say Whoosh is out of juice. But
I mean, Whoosh is the only guy who hasn't had a big performance this tournament from Royal's side. He's been fine, but everyone else has had, like, carry performances. Especially these two.
yeah, but Royal, I like the reaction here. They're trying to keep Darshan down, and Darshan just keeps getting picked on as this
And
Poppy
they
in the
wait
laning
for the
phase.
ult as well. It's great.
Wow.
Easy.
Easy.
Meanwhile, the tower went down up top,
So Xiaohu's the only player that couldn't play in the Chinese league because of his age. And, like, given China's track record, it's very interesting how that happened.
That's just
That was a nice point by Biden, though.
Whoosh could have flashed it, but yes, didn't have the fast enough fingers to make that happen. But
Not enough StarCraft background. Oh well.
that's the problem with China, man.
They're all playing Warcraft 3, man. Game's way slower. Oh, bye.
MLXG makes Nidalee look like a different champion than when Blank plays it. He's so much better on it, it's like unbelievable.
That's why we needed the peanut man. The nut.
Well, Blank's been kind of sucking it up this tournament, I've heard.
Yes,
He did okay today, though.
possible.
Who did they play today?
Supermassive and CLG.
Oh, okay. So Supermassive was like a cakewalk, basically. Then.
His
Yes.
pathing was better against CLG, but like, it wasn't because of him that they won.
I see. So SKT and CLG are 1-1 now in the tournament, huh?
Yes.
Weird. Oh. Oh,
Oh,
alright.
he dodged it.
Yeah, he dodged it.
I mean, he kind of went where they wanted him to go, though.
But he's trying to run to Nidalee.
Ah, I see. That works. Oh,
The red buff
oh!
burn!
Oh, he got it. I think a caster minion hit him, too.
It might have been Skirmish to Saber Burn as well.
It was hard to tell.
There's a lot of burn these days. Oh, caster minion.
Caster Minion.
Caster minion. Nailed it.
It was Caster Minion and Skirmish to Saber
Yep,
Burn.
yeah, he didn't have red buff.
Yeah, Skirmish Saber and then Caster Minion. Oh.
Done.
So sad.
Speaking of Skirmish Saber, of course MLXG goes Skirmish Saber Nidalee.
Why is Whoosh even here right now?
To cull people to death?
To get that Lamb's Respite ult out, man. Hooking. Oh.
So the weird thing about what Royal's doing here is that, okay, let's take a look at their lane assignments, because this is actually really important, because Royal is smart about what they're doing. So basically what's going on is, because we had this standard lanes situation, right, with the Australian lanes, and because Poppy is up against Echo, and they got the kill, as we see Xmithy just get exploded, as we see Poppy itemizing for this magic resist, right? So when they make the play down, on the bottom side to pick up the kill onto Zed, this allows them to change their lane assignment and put Lucian mid and start this
He
one.
walks all the way from bot to dragon to top.
Yeah. But this starts at 11 minutes. You shouldn't be able to set up this 1-3-1 this early. Lucian doesn't even have one item yet. Like you don't.
Zed doesn't have one item
Yeah,
yet.
you almost never see this, but because of the scenario that has unfolded, they're actually able to set this up with some level of efficiency, which is surprising.
And also because it's a long lane in bot, Callista has trouble entering it against Zed, so...
Yep. And effectively right now, Poppy loses any lane that Poppy gets put in.
I just love how Whoosh like pushes mid. He thinks he's the mid guy, and then he like literally like
Just
rotates
walks
top.
through 2 pink wards. CLG also makes the big mistake here, right? Because they know Whoosh is on his way. Mata has of course, the Moby boots, so he's going to be showing up pretty quickly.
Taking away the damage. It's just enough, and in goes MLXG. And down to
I don't know why he follows that Sand Soldier, but that's...
I just love drive-by AD carries.
all that damage. He's got the calling on to Xmithy.
There's nothing that tilts you more when you're a solo laner for the AD carry to like randomly drive by your lane. You're like, really?
And they catch Uhi, who's gonna have
Oh, I can totally go for that.
Yeah.
He did.
get away. A flash from Wooch.
You went for it and got it.
And Woo
I'm actually surprised that Mata was able to tank the last turret shot right there.
Uhi
Which part?
have to burn his
He
flash.
stops it. Oh, that was the Thunderbird, sorry, that I saw. So yeah.
Guy just knows how to get kills.
And Whoosh is in the lineup over Name for laning phase and aggression, so
Now he goes in.
showed the aggression at least.
Dodging away, dodging back, and it's just a juke city.
Yeah, good job. You got to juke those
Juke City.
shurikens that come out right after, and Stick say
Have you ever been to Juke City? You ever driven through Juke City?
Nope.
can Smithy get away?
Nope, haven't been there. I've heard they've got a lovely Perkins with a great breakfast.
What's their special?
Is it next
Isn't
to
it-
Waffle House?
Isn't it Tremendous 12 or something?
Alright, this is absolutely stupid, though. The rest of this is just totally stupid.
Let's watch it then. Embrace it.
Can Joe and Playboy play this?
No.
No, that's not allowed.
No. Sorry.
Can we get 90s references for it? Okay.
So this is all fine, right?
Yeah.
But at this juncture, all Zed has to do is wave clear in this bottom side. Remember, he has no summoners up.
Does he get caught trying to wave? Is that why he ults?
Pretty bad for CLG here. Oh,
He gets
Yeah,
bladed.
yeah,
That's why
he gets
ults.
bladed, and so he is going to ult in and just pop right back out.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, but your job up here in the top side right now. Now, Darshan does make a good TP play, because you can see that he actually ended up behind, coming in way back there.
Super deep.
So he comes in they get seen on the tri-brush, and it's too late for Echo to cancel the actual recall right there, which would have saved them. However, I still think you just try and back off of this, because at least you have the flay.
Instead, they decide
This
is
is
the way to go.
absolute insanity.
Come over
Really-
here, and then somehow Jaco got
Really
bound.
wanted that kill in the
Somehow
jungle.
Xiaohu gets hit by a binding. But also you have to question when we look at Xiaohu.
can Smithy get away?
That is the question. He just keeps hopping and jumping and skipping.
Why is Xiaohu behind the caster minion?
I'm gonna stop their bow.
Taking the
Like-
quick bust to Throwsville.
What is this?
I
I
don't
wanted
know.
to balance, harass, and wave clear, Monty.
Makes Monty sad.
Like, I don't know what that shit is. That's... Okay, let's check and see if they were recalling. I want to know what he did. So, let's just watch. Okay, they're doing the autos.
He just W too far?
I don't know. They
No, he
just
just walked
decided
up.
to
He literally
run
walked
there.
in.
He just literally walked behind
You know
the
what he
caster
did?
minions.
He like he had his camera up top looking at the fight. You know for sure. Why would he just walk straight into lane like that? And that's
I
two
mean,
people.
What I want to hear right now really badly is CLG's comms from this, like,
You know what they're saying, right? Wei Shan.
which on
So we learned a Chinese word. Wei Shan means warning.
was danger.
Oh, really?
Danger.
Danger.
Wei Shan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought that was gonna be some like Chinese scene, like way to make fun of Darshan or something, like
No.
combining some insulting Chinese word with Darshan. Wei
Oh,
Shan.
now that you've said that, we may have been saying that the
God.
whole time. Monty,
Wei Shan.
should have checked that Google Translate.
Wei Shan, please.
I just don't even know why he is there. I just love to hear Aframu being like, "What is this guy doing?"
I guess we'll
to
kill
kill
him.
him.
All right.
And they do.
He has no summoners and no ult, so no way to get out of that one.
Meanwhile,
Like Wushamada just decided
Well,
to die.
I don't think Royal needed that giant lead that they got in the early game. They
Wait,
wanted the
wait,
pressure
Aframu died.
advantage.
What?
I love when CLG RNG meet, it basically becomes LPL. Look at this, 17 kills in 13 minutes.
I like it.
How did Aframu die?
He's down the bottom.
This game's great.
You would love this game, Joe.
That's why when people were like, Dole was
Oh,
gonna
did
go to
oh, it's
LPL.
because Looper TP'd down there. That's why.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so there was 2 TVs. This is actually
Yeah.
like a really fun game to watch because it's a very fast-paced game, but a lot of the decisions, like Darshan's teleport wasn't bad, right? Now Royal didn't have to react in this way that was too stupid, but Looper also then TPs into the bottom lane, and this is a better TP because
What I want to know is...
he knows they're pushed up and they just kill.
But it's Lucian Thresh.
Xiao Hu.
Why do they both go in the same direction? The whole point is for them to go in opposite directions
Yeah.
and then Lantern.
Yeah.
Instead they're like, gonna get the kill!
I don't know, man. Whenever Looper makes a nice TP, do we say nice TP, Mata? Is that what we're supposed to say there?
It's one way to put it. Now they do split up in the bottom side to try and save themselves, but MLXG is already there responding. So I do like both TPs were good, but
Would you say that RNG are good at chaos style? Your favorite type of style, Monty?
no, because I think what we saw was a calculated reaction to what was happening on the map. Like it just
I just remember
what ended
probably
up
tilting you.
it did tilt me, but that was dumb and like random decision making. This
Hey.
is reactionary decision making to summoners being down. Now certain dumb things happened, like Stixay. Well, not Stixay. Stixay and Afro played that well. Like Whoosh and Mata like running through the tower, or Xiao Hu like walking behind the caster minions and getting bound. Like that was terrible. But the reactions by Darshan and Looper, I think, were appropriate to this.
All I want you to take away is that one of our Twitch emotes needs to be chaos style. And Wei Shan, probably.
Wei Shan.
MLXG was
Danger
also
sign.
Yeah.
He's gonna top it off with a red buff steal just when CLG thought they were getting right back into
This game makes
Do
no
do
sense.
do do do. Oh.
What is... Yeah, he just like walked into it.
I'm glad we got a replay of that.
Get killed by the duo, but
Yeah, and Looper TP.
And then after was
Maybe,
like, shit.
you know, maybe he knew Looper was TPing in and he just got there a little bit early too. That's also possible, isn't it?
Can't juke auto attacks.
Yeah.
But just watch, it goes straight. Do 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 do.
Super TPs to the ward behind Dragon Pit.
No.
Alright, that was just bad. Alright. He's a Looper. I thought maybe Looper was closer and he just missed.
Looper could have TP'd into the river.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got
you're
a
right,
ward
yeah.
there.
I'm
That
sure
was
he
actually
heard
intentional.
I'm coming in from Looper, but that didn't influence his like directly walking into a dark binding.
I mean, do you think Looper didn't TP to that ward river because of the
I think the
ward there?
the real
Ward?
tell right here, Doa, is he literally just walks forward.
Do 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 do.
You're right. Oh, but he looks. He makes little adjustments at the end though. Like he's
No,
not
he's just walking towards
No,
the
he
minions.
just walked.
No, watch right at the end. He like makes a slight adjustment to the left.
It's because he sees the skill shot.
Like, check it out. Up, see?
No.
No, he
There was a
literally
click.
just walks straight into it.
That's a double vision from too much whiskey, though.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
He doesn't try to juke at all.
That's
he was,
not a juke.
He did not take a trip to Juke City right there.
They're just going to Throwsville now.
He missed out on the Perkins.
That's no Perkins. No tremendous 12.
He was going into Feedopolis.
Delicious. X Smithy? Running from the rift.
Oh, the Rift Tower was going to pound him, so he needs to...
Well, that's about that.
This game's great.
Sure.
RNG right now are sort
Why is Zed buying a hammer? That's so un-ninja.
pretty sizable gold
Ninja
lead
hammer.
they really want with this
I mean,
It's a war hammer.
Ninjas didn't really use hammers, though.
with the Zed split
It's a Warhammer,
pushing, but
dog.
if it gets any
Ninjas didn't use
worse,
hammers. They used, like,
then they might
sickles
start diving
and like, spiky things.
How about a blackjack?
versus, one.
Ninjas didn't use that either, man. They didn't incapacitate, they killed. For sport.
That's it. I'm googling Ninja Blackjack.
Well, obviously you're just gonna
Ninja
find a
Blackjack's
blackjack
definitely
game
a
about
website we
ninjas.
do not promote on this stream. Do
Ninja-
not go to Ninja Blackjack.
Ninja Blackjack. The house always wins and it kills you.
Actually, in that situation, would have given
I'm
it
sure there's
it
just
is
like
just-
some. Yeah, see, there's probably some bad like mobile game called Ninja Blackjack.
You're right.
There is, in fact, there is.
Yeah.
There is a bad mobile game.
Not endorsed.
We just found out called Ninja Blackjack. We're not endorsing it for calling it bad. It's inevitably bad.
How do you know it's bad? Have you played it before? I feel like this is something you've
Because
looked
I
up
know the
before.
game of blackjack is bad, so anything
Hey.
attached to blackjack would be bad too.
Ninjas are
Alright.
cool. I like ninjas.
Yeah, but just because it's like ninjas can be put in bad situations.
All right,
so.
we need to focus on this game.
Okay.
We do? Okay. If you say so.
So after that last fight, like, Looper goes back to base, right? And then he's gonna walk back into lane, where he is against.
They're trying to hold on here. Another 2 versus 1 for Afro. Stixay, though.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. He crossed
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Every time Monty starts to analyze something.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they keep walking into 2 people. One of which is Morgana.
Why do they do that?
It was a
Papa
clever
Smithy?
ruse so that they could get Rift Herald, obviously.
And usually I want to give the Rift Herald
Wow,
to
sick.
the jungle
Good job. And the give up their turret.
People were going bonkers over this game. This is like Royal throwing away all of their advantages by walking into skill shots.
Oh, no. Don't worry. They get a much bigger lead than throw it later.
Do they walk into skill shots?
No.
But don't worry.
No?
Good game means lots of kills.
I mean, this game is like a really, really big comeback by CLG, eventually.
Thanks for the spoiler.
I mean, this is a VOD review, not a cast.
Oh.
I try to spoil casts too, but
I get a lot of those tweets. I'm unfollowing you because you spoiled. Like, okay. See ya.
Much needed minions for Darshan, trying to catch up on Poppy. 30 CS down.
I don't know. He's not budget Doa to me. He's 100% Achilleos.
Oh, is he discount Doa to you?
100% refined,
You're
pure
full price Doa.
rock Achilleos.
We can only keep you for very short. Like, the royalties on you are really high, so
So you're full price
I get
Doa
bored
just
really
for today?
fast too.
that's fair.
1,700 gold up.
I was playing Ori and the Blind Forest. That game was great.
Versus Italy matchup. So that is a very
Sponsored by Ori and the Blind Forest.
of the gold and 3 levels. 3-level lead is obscene.
Where's the 3-level lead?
MLXG versus Xmithing.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's 2 now. But
I mean, they both have comparable number of kills, but the farm is just insane right now for MLXG.
I mean,
And
it's,
going
like
for Rylai's too.
it's a 2-level lead for Looper and MLXG.
Yeah, well, Looper's also been in lane a lot more with the actual farm. This is such a weird game.
Yeah.
A one-man mission is a little bit.
Don't laugh at me. I'm analyzing over here.
Xiao might be giving him some backup along with Mata. They just go for the Rift Scuttler, who has no
Alright.
chance, unfortunately.
I like how MLXG really mixed up his item builds. In the previous game, he went like haunting guys early. It was like abyssal haunting guys for like really aggressive
And then when she does
trades.
that strong early game up,
It's
Well,
just
he's,
nice
he's
seeing
trying
someone
he's trying to be
who's-
stickier so that Zed, when he actually roams into Zed lanes, that he can set up skill shots for Mata too later on.
I just think Rylai's rush over Roa rush is like the new standard. You can't go right on.
Well, especially with this composition.
I just think in general,
Okay.
it just overshadows it too much.
towards the mid lane.
I think that there's no question, especially with this. Oh my
This looks
god.
Yeah,
like a
this is a
three-man
sick
stun.
fucking fight.
Wow.
This is getting owned.
That was really good.
Yeah. That was a really nice.
If you watch it,
parallel
it was like
convergence.
completely intentional because like Lupa's like in the brush.
Yeah.
When you see the replay, it's like a sick play.
Because CLG are making
It's like Lupa's in the brush at this point. He walks up, channels the parallel converters, waits the last second, and then gets everyone. As MXG forces them that way.
towards the mid lane.
So there's only one way for them to go. Are you ready? Do you like 4-man parallel convergence? It's only 3, sorry.
It's only 3.
Don't overhype it. Come on.
Apologies.
But look at that. Even the Zed gets in there too.
Oh.
And they try to do what they can, but oh god,
getting
and then the
called.
culling. Oh god.
Damn.
Get ulted on by Looper as well.
Yeah, Looper actually just waits those 4 seconds out. He gets 2 free seconds because of that stun to get his clone in there.
That is what we call a dickie.
That is getting wrecked.
That was
That was
That was,
really good.
royal stopping.
That setup was absolutely beautiful.
Yep. It corralled them into the one place they could go and
Oh, Wei Shan.
smashed them. I think
Wei
Darshan
Shan.
knows
Wei
it.
Shan.
Darshan, Wei
Wei
Shan.
Shan. Wei Shan. Oh,
Oh,
Wei Shan averted.
Leash.
So
it's like thanks, dude. I needed that.
Sick leash.
It's like, well, I used to go, I'll take
Dude,
this
right,
instead.
why
It's
not?
fine.
Might as well.
yeah. Well, I'm here.
So now, I mean, this is just going to be a ridiculous
Just
split
watch
push.
Looper though. Looper's so good here because like he does that super early and then waits. Just awesome.
Oh my god, the Zed onto stick save
Yeah.
too. Oh, and there's
Who
the
he's like, I'm gonna
Thunderlords.
try and help, please.
I mean, the best part is that Xiaohu got that first kill without even having to use his ultimate yet.
I don't know if this VOD has it, but in the
See, he ults Smithy immediately afterwards too.
if there's a so at the end of this VOD, we might be able to see there's like a first-person version of this fight, and it looks epic just because it's like so well coordinated. It's really sick.
First person?
Well, not for, but it's super zoomed-in version.
We're playing
basically.
Smite now. It's,
Isn't Smite
We can
still
talk-
third person?
yeah, well, you know, it's closer. We can talk about any games.
Oh,
you want.
well, glad you're here to misuse language, Noah.
It's like I came over for a reason. This is it.
It was the pizza, wasn't it?
Thank you for the pizza.
I didn't know about the pizza. That's just an added bonus. I figured there'd be drinks. Wasn't doing anything else. I'd drop by, you know.
We've got soju and pizza.
Nice. Fruit soju?
I
Good.
love a beer.
Solid Saturday night.
Yep, that's right.
Nothing else.
Good old South Korea.
Rather
So,
be doing.
so the games are done for the week, right?
Nope.
There's nothing
Nope,
else
tomorrow.
Oh, there's tomorrow yet? Okay.
But we won't be doing it because we'll be casting Hearthstone.
I've really been paying attention to.
I'll be casting
Oh,
Vainglory,
sorry.
and then also going to see my Counter-Strike team in the finals.
And then theoretically, we'll be seeing your
cool.
Counter-Strike team too.
Yep.
Right.
Are they playing at OGN or are they playing at the
Sport
different...
TV.
Spot
Oh, those heathens.
But you know, if you wanted to go to Sport TV to watch them.
We'll be casting Hearthstone.
Curious.
Oh, what time is
It's a nice
Hearthstone
studio, but what? Hearthstone is at 6, isn't it? Should be, yeah.
Bring the
First day on standard. It's gonna be awesome.
yeah, and we'll bring the lads around afterwards and drink some frothies
The lads.
tomorrow?
with the Aussies.
Who are the
Well, lads and frothies are actually
The
quite
lads from Straya.
for Straya.
Oh, the CS team. I
Yeah.
see.
The Renegades.
Cool. Sounds fun. I'm basically coming back from a 3-day vacation. It's great. I went mountain climbing today.
You did?
Did you see
I
G2
did.
on
Well, I was hiking, but it was a very steep hike.
your? Did you see G2 on your vacation? Were they there?
Why no? Why? Where's the joke in this?
Oh,
Oh, have you not been
the
following?
joke is
Oh gosh.
they went on vacation.
Oh yeah, okay, I get it now. Yeah,
They also have a large mountain to climb right now.
yeah, sure.
I heard that. Yeah, no, it was a good hike. I didn't see G2.
G2 don't.
this,
It's like K2, but not
This would have
K2.
taken way too much effort for them. I think I wasn't quite the lounging by the pool, not practicing. G2.
G2 peak.
See, it's like when you see the Kung Fu Masters and they have battles in their minds. I think that's what G2 is planning. They're gonna like think really hard about winning, and then they can just do it.
I don't know. I read the statement. I don't know if they thought very hard about it.
I haven't read it, so I'll take your word for it.
This is bad. But this is a great situation right now for Royal to be in. There's basically no lane assignment that's really going to be able to work out for them at all. Especially now that the Zed is absolutely terrifying, and Poppy has one armor item. At least Poppy has an armor item now to go against it. Wow. That was actually a Lich Bane. I thought it was going to be a Rat of Ages.
You're not familiar with MSG at all.
It's actually better here. I think that the Rylai's Lich Bane combination, because you can get the slowdown to help Zed stick to targets, and you already have the combination of Rylai's and the Iceborne Gauntlet, plus the speed from the
And just
Echo.
with Runic Echo, like you're getting
Yep.
like burst
Yeah,
city.
and if you kill somebody, you're going to take a turret that much faster too. So, considering you're not going to be team fighting, this literally does not have to be tanky to play to your win condition. So, I really like this build.
Ooh, Baron time.
It's
not
also
even checking
the
it.
Lich Bane is really going to help with this.
Also, every time someone's tried to sneak Baron, the crowd's giving it away because there's no booths.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have booths. Not too surprising.
Surprisingly, they're quiet for the Royal Never Give Up team for some reason.
I think it's because they're Chinese. That's my guess.
That was what I was.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're 3/5 Chinese.
well, that's true.
Most Western fans don't know this, but Royal is actually a really unpopular team
Really?
in China. They've always been very unpopular.
I'm not a Western fan, but I didn't know that.
A lot of their players were like sin, like especially back in their heyday. You know, season 3 with White and Tabe, like they were all unpopular players. Only Uzi was popular, and they left, obviously. So
Yeah. Interesting.
It's all about the EDG and OMG.
well, EDG has the lineage from WE,
Right.
and OMG had the we're all Chinese thing going on. So
How'd that work out for him?
they lost Uzi, so that was probably a bad sign. Cole was at MSI being interviewed.
Cool.
There was that at least.
This guy is pulling out all the stops.
So, why do you think Xiaohu went QSS third item?
It's because it's against double exhaust.
Okay.
There's nowhere that is going to be
He needs to be able to split
That's a good
against
answer.
anyone and exhaust.
I
Zero
don't.
against it.
The thing is, though, is that I don't know if you. I agree that you buy it later. I don't think you buy it quite yet, because basically that you're not going to be splitting against Suhi. That's like guaranteed, and if Aphromu and Stixay are both there, you're not going to be going in for a kill anyway. So
Okay,
you
how
have to
about-
take advantage of the fact when Aphromu is gone.
How about if you really like walking aggressively into Morganas?
into Morgana bindings? All right,
Then you might need it. Yeah, that's like, well,
I
I'm
just-
not going to watch when I walk
I just
in the
don't
lane,
think
so I better
that's-
buy this QSS.
based on the decision making you're going to be making as Zed in the split push already, that's not really a choice you're going to have to be making. So I don't agree with the QSS.
So coming back to the Baron, it was a really good Baron take.
Yeah.
Rushed it down.
Crashing into this tower, but it's going to take 3 CLG members to clear this one away. Meanwhile, the rest of RNG turn towards the
All right, well,
It's interesting because MXG is looking to poke, but he's got the Lich Bane, so he really wants to be getting autos in.
Yeah, this is silly.
It would have been dead already.
Ooh.
They would have already got the turret if they didn't do that.
Yeah, so they have to drop some unnecessary ults.
where would he be getting pizza from right now?
Monster Pizza.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna get a pie.
Rock on.
Parallel convergence comes down just to zone 23.
So how does RNG lose this game?
So watch the lead, it's 8,000. It gets bigger.
Yeah.
There it is.
Wow.
There's your extra
That's why this
touch.
game's exciting.
Baron, congratulations. You can now
Also, Kobe loses his mind.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
CLG altogether gonna need
You can sympathize with that. You only get so many chances if you're an NA caster to see NA win internationally. Like, gotta go nuts.
And make sure to blow your load in the best of one regular part of this thing.
Like,
That's right.
May be disappointed later.
I mean, usually though, exciting games are not the best, cleanest games either.
No,
That is true.
LPL, for example.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think this was really meaningful for NA because also you broke China's
Yeah,
history,
for
you
sure.
know?
I'm not trying to shit on it.
Look, if you want to take shots at them for losing to Supermassive, you got to embrace them beating Royal.
Yep.
It's not our fault that Papa Smithy is an LPL fellatio enthusiast.
I was wearing my EDG jacket yesterday.
You missed it.
know.
You missed it.
I was in character.
I know, I've seen him wear it a lot. You've been wearing it a lot lately.
That's great. I really like EDG.
The LPL.
Shame about Royal.
You are sitting between two fellatio enthusiasts.
Yeah, but I'm much more confused than
According
Monty
to Reddit,
because
we
I
all are.
left LPL for Korea, so I don't know what that says about my enthusiasm.
You like more than
It
one dick at a
means
time?
your taste has changed.
That's fair. That is what it says. You followed the logic.
Sorry, that was the logical. That was the logical
Got a
conclusion.
double dip. So that's what he's looking for, I guess.
I don't really know. Here's the problem with what we're seeing Royal though do at the moment. So to get back to actual analysis here, is that they go ahead and take this dragon, right? And Zed's going to take a blue buff, but they're not. They have the lanes pushed up, but then Looper is going to recall, and I don't actually know what he's going to buy right now. What did he buy?
Was it a boot enchant? No, he had the boot enchant already. Nothing?
Corruption potion charges. So basically, actually, Looper's recall here completely fucks up everything because he's not even hurt, and he decides to recall when what he should be doing is continuing to put pressure on one of the lanes, because that causes a situation where MLXG actually goes into lane right here, and they can't maintain even pressure across the lanes to take this tier 2. And then MLXG randomly recalls right as Looper's coming back. So they're basically just stupidly staggering recalls right here and not putting any pressure on the map as a result. They're giving over 3 lanes of farm to CLG.
Because it should be untenable that outer
Yeah.
bot lane turret to defend, but so far
No,
they've been able to.
they totally messed that up. And Looper went back for 2 stacks on his corrupting potion. This is awful.
On the upside, he's got 2 stacks more on his corrupting.
Okay, let's
see what he does.
I'm actually gonna see if no. Okay, the only other option is that he's looking for a TP flank, and that's
When there's only
That's not
one
true.
outer
Where
turret,
would they
you're
have
not
fought?
flanking anything. There's nothing to flank.
RNG just so impressive this tournament. They can play the full team fight comp. They can play the high pressure game and do it on.
So this is actually a pretty big mistake from Royal in how to play the map right now, because they're not actually snowballing their lead. They're just giving CLG more time to get back into this game.
And there is no way for this comp to team fight that game.
Yes.
So they have to take the objectives when they can.
Especially with the itemization that they've gone for.
So is it really like that big of a comeback if this comp just kind of fails at a certain point? In
Yeah,
the game?
because they basically CLG, I would say, has to buy at least 15 minutes.
Because like it doesn't. Oh. Because like we know there's a point where like it doesn't matter what the gold lead is with this comp.
It's
right.
Trust me, in this game, it is a surprising comeback.
Yeah, you'd have to. They need at least 15 minutes, CLG, of like turtling to get into any kind of relevant situation here. Because even if Royal's composition is absolutely awful at team fighting, the item advantage is just absolutely, and the experience advantage. We still see MLXG 3 levels up. We see Looper 2 levels up. We see Xiaohu 2 levels up. And we see Whoosh 1 level up. So there's just like nothing that they can do. They cannot team fight right now, even though Royal is garbage at team fighting.
Uh-oh. Never mind.
That was heart pounder. And goes Xiaohu. Looks for Stixay. It's a 1v2. Can he do it? And no. Stixay and
So that QSS means also nothing. Because the other reason about the... You say that this is for the exhaust, but the problem is that if Aframu is there, and he has the exhaust and you're QSSing it, he also has the black shield.
But with double exhaust, like, you can't even team fight as the Zed.
So he does QSS the exhaust here, but there's the Blade of the Ruined King active, and then as soon as the
Are we really going to blame the QSS for him running into, like, two
no,
people?
no, I just think it's a bad item right now.
I think the item's fine.
I think it's terrible.
I think it was just a dumb play.
I think there's no situation that you need that QSS if you actually have kill pressure.
Well, when you have when you have 3 dragons and you might have to fight around dragon, I think having QSS for exhaust is relevant. Like, this is just diving in and being like, Stixay is probably alone. Oh.
Well, maybe he thought he could just blow him up too, you know?
He can't.
But maybe he thought he could.
Well, he has QSS, so he can't.
And he was sitting in vision with the QSS for a while.
Well,
Oh, Smarter's in trouble.
alright.
I should say rooted as Stixay gets another kill. They turn for Wound. Can they get another? They get the
Worth knowing that MLXG is still gone at this
Darshan
point.
trying to tank between all 3 members. Fear flies onto Afromu. They do not want to go too far forward. RNG
The Azir is pretty clutch here for stopping the split push
Yeah.
still look terrifying.
with the passive.
Pushed him off for now.
And also Afro is pretty clutch in this entire engagement because he's the one who sets up both of these kills.
More in the tank. Xmithie is caught by Mata. Playback, he's going nowhere on this, but in comes who?
I mean, that flash
right.
bind is so good.
Mata stopped up, stunned up. I should say rooted and Stixay gets another.
Did Hui intentionally go for the 5 second stun against the wall? Because he altered, like, towards the wall. That's interesting.
They do not want to
Maybe just alter for damage, I guess.
collapse on this despite losing 2. RNG still look terrifying.
But this is some pretty epic throwing already going on by Royal. They're giving away so much time.
And if the game ended of plays soon, you could definitely trace that, but it does not.
Okay.
It gives much more.
And the pounce. Not enough
What
damage.
are you doing, Afromu?
Ticking away.
What are you doing?
And Looper finishes the job.
What's he doing?
He thought they had recalled because Nidalee was standing in a pink ward.
So he decided to clear a ward and got owned.
And they were
I
respecting
see.
it, so they didn't go all in to finish him off. But
It was actually reasonably safe because they had already killed 2 and you assume they're recalling right there, and he was standing in a pink ward, so it's kind of unlucky.
I'm actually almost instant bursting with this
Ticking away. And Looper
frightful
finishes the
damage
job.
combo.
But Royal makes the right call there, at the very least. Like, sticking around, even at a 3v5, isn't actually that dangerous because of their enormous advantage.
Well, their chase is insane with Looper and Nidalee.
Yeah.
He just wants to fight to push him out
Echo
of
and
his own
Nidalee just
jungle, but
chase all
you said
day.
it right. RNG, they've
They want to
only
create as
won
much
this
pressure on the
game.
bot side as possible because they're coming on to 4th dragon soon.
We've hit the 11,000 mark.
To look for
Nice.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
to the base.
You're welcome.
honestly, Pyra, RNG
Thank you the most, real
Yeah,
Doa.
thank you.
Full value Doa.
Full value Doa.
Anytime. I'm so tired right now. That like mountain hike. It was like this. It was kind of like the stairs from the 3rd Lord of the Rings movie, you know, where Gollum's like climb, and then they like go up for like hours. That's what it was like. Only the stairs were nicer in the Lord of the Rings.
Over the
Wow.
Flash Wolves now up against CLG, showcasing everything
was
that
fun.
they have to offer. So close,
No spider at the top, though.
You're at least mildly disappointed.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a big spider.
Scores behind RNG. But they're just blowing away the competition.
So this is actually the setup that Royal wants now, that everybody's alive again, is that they have the Zed, they have the Echo pushing down
Correct
onto...
lane assignments.
Yep.
Teleports in bot. Zed's creating pressure. Baron spawning 15
Yep.
seconds.
If they can
Yep,
huddle
yep,
together
yep.
farm for late and win that team,
So,
Oh, and then they
finally
get
can they actually do something here.
get into the playoffs.
Maybe a little bit early on the culling, but not that big of a deal. Is Looper trying to go kill somebody instead of pushing the turret?
The chance to get some of those
He's
best
roaming.
of rounds.
They should not be doing Baron right now. Royal does not need Baron to win this game.
Well, Loop is
at
the
all.
one who has tank stats, so he'd have to be tanking it.
Why is Looper leaving? Why is he doing this?
He's pushing mid, baby.
Just hanging out. Just chilling, you know?
This is how you don't play this composition from Royal.
Well, Afro's super chunked out.
Actually, pretty far up in the
Okay.
lead right here.
And then Darshan has gone for a
Wait,
while.
Sean.
He dodges the spear.
Wait, Sean.
That'd be enough. He's leading them away
But-
from Baron at least.
Like, they had the perfect setup.
The chance to get some of those best
You take out that pink ward and you just push the mid lane and you split push. You can okay, if you're Royal, you cannot do this Baron because if you get trapped in that pit, you're going to get hit by Azir and Kalista and just die.
Well, the Baron's the one place where CLG will actually opt into a fight and
Yes.
the comp wins out.
Like all Royal has to do is maintain that even pressure, and eventually they're going to whittle down the turrets.
Sure.
Baron shouldn't even be on their mind. They don't need Baron to win this game.
Now, if you get exclusive vision, you can bait out a pick, but
Sure,
starting it is the problem.
but if Looper has TP, he doesn't need to be here running around. He needs to be applying pressure and then forcing the face check at the Baron and then TPing in.
I mean, the one thing you could say is they got both summoners out of Darshan, so now you can just send Looper bottom.
Well, they can do that already.
Well, they can extra do it.
They can do it more.
They can
be
do
more
it harder.
bottom. Harder, better, faster. Wait, Sean.
Who he's able to push Looper back, but that's not who they wanted.
Uh-oh.
And the Zonyas to stop the mark from
This is not.
CLG, who he
This
was
is bad times for CLG.
Yeah.
They collapse, a double kill.
They can't do anything that even resembles. They have to
Wait,
fight
Sean.
in the open and kiting backwards, and they got greedy in one
Wait,
fight.
Sean. Wait, Sean.
secures it. Yeah, people are going to say, CLG, what are you
Looking for not who they wanted. Denmark on anything.
I mean, I am gonna say, CLG, what are you doing, Kobe? Like, I am gonna say
But don't
that,
you not want to know what Kobe thinks about that?
that they had to make a play, but they don't have to make a play because Royal is not actually playing their composition properly right now, so you can just wait for them to make a mistake because they're not putting any pressure on you. You can just farm all 3 lanes.
Who now looking for Darshan for cleanup duty. And they should be able to get it in just a matter of time. In goes Looper on the
Pew, pew,
flash.
pew.
And whoosh.
Aaron? And they just come knocking at the door, so they tried to make a
Why are they doing Baron?
How did they lose this game?
Might be a full ace on this.
Just do Baron!
No!
Why are they chasing
Smithy
Xfinity?
roleplayed a wolf.
Help me, my brothers. Witness me.
Okay, let's talk about this idiocy.
It's so bad.
So, they get 3 kills. And remember when I said they can't do Baron, or they shouldn't do Baron? They don't need Baron to win? Well, the thing is if you have this 1-3-1 split composition, and you get a free Baron, then you, like, extra win, right?
Monty, who's up in 40 seconds and Darshan doesn't have teleport? Oh.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Yay!
Jet Doa.
What's up? Yo.
He's come bearing gifts.
Let's say it's Robin.
Oh,
It's the translator, too.
Wow, it's actually
call myself
gift
the
wrap
Scout
pizza.
Susie now.
Yo, what's up?
What?
It's gift wrap.
Bricks?
Susie now. Dude, this pizza's legit. It's like
All right,
really,
we're
it's the
waiting-
best pizza I've had in Korea.
Oh, it's... Wait, I pulled the bow, but it's like not a...
All right.
Oh, what a tease.
Can we finish this before we get into the
It
pizza, please?
smells really good.
Okay.
Too bad.
It's legit good.
So,
Thanks, George.
Kappa. Damn.
so the whole thing about this, though, is that they...
They already
Do you want to switch with since you
Yeah, sure.
you go.
All right, we'll let Achilles jump in here.
Budget Joe.
We afforded 30 minutes of Doa. We did it.
My stream viewers.
That just hurt me. That hurt me physically.
desperate situation. And they
So the whole runaround right here is there's no point to killing them. If you can get the... We talk about this all the time, but split push compositions, 1-3-1 compositions, the best compositions with Baron. Also the hardest compositions to get Baron with, right? Because you're generally never want to 5v5. So if you have a chance to get the Baron, you just take it.
Yeah, because Looper and Xiaohu should always be on the opposite sides of the map, so Looper's never in position to tank it. So you can't take the Baron.
Also, you don't have AoE and you have assassins, and you're going to get steamrolled by the AoE of CLG if you're just caught in the pit right there with a bunch of sand soldiers on your nuts. Okay, they get 2 kills, so they get the Baron here too, but it's still, like, it's still the wrong call.
I like that Smithy just tries to recall in the wolf pit.
At least he tried to roleplay a wolf.
I'm just...
Okay, it works, but it's still the wrong call. You don't do that. You don't mess around with that. You take the highest percentage play you can.
Especially not with death timers being lowered in the new patches. You don't even have that same flexibility soon.
He does have Zonias, so he can Zonias the Zed ultimate, and Darshan tries to eject people to turn the numbers back in their favor, but it's just too much. Since RNG can collapse and everyone just joins in.
They get 4th dragon as well.
Out of that?
Yeah, it was in the picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Alright, so Royal obviously with a huge advantage. Now, how...
And Baron.
Okay, and the Baron. Now, this is basically the perfect situation.
But
for
wait,
them.
there's more actually. They actually get further ahead than this.
How?
Monty's like, where are the more things?
How do you get more ahead when you've already taken out 5 turrets?
The gold lead gets bigger. That's all I'm saying.
Well, of course you can take out the inhibitors, but it's hard to imagine them getting more ahead and still losing this game.
Tier 2 is really dangerous to defend.
They're eating pizza and it's killing me. But we will soldier on, damn it.
It's fucking good pizza.
Enough.
Health already. CLG are feeling very desperate, so they're actually the ones that are going to have
No one can enter lane against good old Xiaohu, so this will be the last outer turret coming down.
Oh, this game is coming back to me now.
15,000 gold, Monty, by the way. Come on, just laughing.
There's no way you can stop them. Look, you can't even stop Looper from killing your turret.
So, but the VOD goes on for another 24 minutes for some reason.
God,
By the way, it's
this game was really
17,000.
that long?
It's 16,000 gold now.
No, there's stuff at the end, too.
I just remember the kill count being really high at the end of the game.
They're playing so intelligently.
It climbs. They expose all 3 inhibitors in this game. And they take 2 of them over.
Stop spoiling.
I mean, what happens? I've never seen this before.
Thank you, budget dog.
Fuck off.
Discount dog.
My apologies.
Yeah, discount is better.
You gotta get the alliteration.
Yeah, the alliteration is necessary.
No man, you are your own caster. You be you.
Says dog.
Be 100% Achilleos.
But if I'm gonna be anybody else, there better be some fucking alliteration.
Right.
Okay, so 2 inhibitors go down. Like, fine, you're using your Baron well. All you have
Look
to...
at that power play, man.
Yeah.
That's a high one.
It's huge. And you can wait for a 5th dragon now.
Camp to camp, boom, boom, just kill everything.
Or
Take
can
everything. Okay.
Snowball, they can play.
Okay. I'm waiting for whatever happens to happen.
It would when the game ends.
Oh, good.
Good job,
That's
Royal.
what I expected.
Yeah, and I just love their story too. I mean, even though everyone recognizes Looper and Mata as the
17,000 gold.
members that they brought in and they bought, the members that they rescued from the
9 towers, 4 dragons. Oh my god.
They can get 5th dragon here. They've had 2 barons. It took them a while to execute the split push properly, but then they finally did it on that last baron.
It wasn't as clean as you liked, but it
No,
did lead
it
to all
worked.
this.
It worked, right?
Every member on RNG is playing so well. Mata's leadership really bringing.
So how do you finish the game for me? Because they have 2 inhibitors down, and they still don't really want to funnel up to kill this last inhibitor.
You push the super minion waves in with Zed and Looper, and then you take the final inhibitor because
Okay,
they
which is
have
what
to.
they're doing.
They have to push back, so they're doing it right.
Until they do it wrong.
Why is Looper recalling?
He's got a home guard back in, I guess. Oh, he ults back
The
in.
ult's back in. Okay, fine. What did he buy? He
built-
bought GA. Okay, fair.
I didn't even realize that he had a Medjai's in this
He has a
game.
lot of stats.
He doesn't have
That is fucking delicious.
He is gonna try for the divide, but in the end, he's the one who's gonna
Darshan knocks Thresh straight out of the fight.
It's sparkling.
Looper can't go back in, but Xiaohu has no problem tagging in to take out the Emperor, and that is gonna be a godlike fight for RNG.
So Whoosh gets smashed in the front line.
Welcome to WTF, Bill.
Yep.
So what happened?
Oh, we're just balls
So
deep in
okay,
WTF.
all right. So let's talk about what they should be doing here, because they should just be splitting like this and pushing the super minions in.
Yeah.
There's no way that CLG can defend their last inhibitor as long as they just keep doing this.
It's also worth noting that even when a fight develops, look at the difference in items. Like, Xiaohu has 6 items to 3 and not even upgraded boots. Like, the items here are like absurdly different. So, Looper ults back in.
Miracle assassination.
So, Ayuhi goes in. He misses his ult.
Yep.
Why?
Botches it.
Why is Royal grouped?
You tell us. You're the analyst.
No, they shouldn't be.
Royal shouldn't be grouped, is what he's trying to say. The minion wave's really far away, so maybe they're just looking for a pick while the minion wave comes
Well,
in.
Xiaohu pops his Yomus for no reason.
I guess he doesn't want to get bound, I guess.
No, because he pops it first. Watch what he does.
Did he think it? He's not thinking about killing anyone on the screen because
Well, no one's in skill shot range.
He's just, he wants to move fast, man.
He's got the pretty flowers around his
He's showing off. So you can't catch me.
Thinking
And
about
then he
his
almost
options.
runs into him.
No, he's trying to rejoin his team, but I don't know why he's doing
It's
that.
worth knowing super minion waves are
Why
coming,
is
but far
Echo
away.
there?
Because the minion wave's far away.
So? You just wait. Here's how you play this. You keep doing this until 5th dragon spawns, you walk out of the base and you take 5th dragon.
To be fair, 5th dragon's less than 2 minutes away.
Yeah, that's fine. You just keep doing this, and you keep pushing the super minions in, and you poke down the mid inhibitor until 5th dragon comes up. Maybe you don't get the mid hit him. That's fine. You just keep pressure on until 5th dragon comes up. You don't do whatever this is.
So, but I think it's worth noting, though, that to do this pressure on mid lane, Looper has to walk up to be a shield for one of these ranged auto attackers, because you need a tank to walk
Yes.
up. So, Looper's grouped because he needs to zone for the auto attack from
Yeah.
MXG. That's why he's grouped up.
But he shouldn't be grouped up in the first place.
But I'm saying he needs to be if they're going to get any poke damage on this.
Right now, but if they wait literally 20 seconds,
Sure.
these super minion waves come in and he doesn't have to group anymore.
Agreed. Instead, they're like, it's fight time because they saw who he go.
Okay, yeah, but Hugi even misses his ultimate
But
right
that
here.
baits the fight.
And uses Zonya's end flash.
Looper flashes in to get the stun.
Also, another
but
thing-
the black shield comes through, so he doesn't get it.
Gold is 17,000.
Yes.
By the way. To be clear.
So they only knock out Mata, too, which is kind of irrelevant.
Goes on in, turns on back actually, and this might be the final.
Pyra sounds the drunkest out of all of the casters slowed
No,
down.
Riv is
So
pretty
Zhao
bad.
kills who he threw exhaust and he already has Zonya's down. He didn't exhaust. So they think this game's over at this point. Whoosh is like frontlining for some reason. And will just
And
die to
He
Darshan.
gets fucked.
By the way, the real hero here was Aframu, who blocked... Like, his black shield saved this fight.
His back should absolutely did. But like, so Zhao's dead. But like, watch this, because it's all about Stixay in the fight, obviously. Well, Stixay actually is the big
No,
story.
Stixay, because he gets free auto attacks forever.
He free auto attacks Looper, that's fine. And it's because Whoosh comes and frontlines randomly. It's like Looper gives up most of his life for no reason.
But they get Huhi, so
Yeah.
you have the 5v4 now.
But watch Whoosh. Like Whoosh is like flash and then dives into Stixay and then just into Aframu, basically owning everybody. Yeah, Stixay just dicks everyone.
Well, nobody ever touches him.
But why does Whoosh flash a relentless pursuit into Morgana CC? So they lose like Guardian Angel and 2 kills for free.
I don't know. It's like he was only worried about. who he's
MXG
against.
dies because he tries to help.
They find MLXG, and that is the miracle play that what keeps CLG alive.
Oh my god.
I want to point out like another small thing is when Hugi goes into Shurima shuffle people back in, he actually flashes before he ultimates.
Oh, that's why it was looked
Yeah,
so
it was,
terrible.
that's why he pushed nobody and it was garbage.
Thank you, George.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it in replay.
Just watch Hugi here. He like flashed. I told you, I saw this and I was just like.
But to be fair,
pale-faced, like, what
if
the
you
fuck?
are 3 items and boots behind, baiting this fight is actually MVP Huhi, right?
Holy shit.
He won them the game. No one fights unless that happens.
No.
Well, no, the MVP for CLG is just fucking like runs in.
It was Whoosh.
It just
Whoosh's flash relentless pursuit was right next to Huhi's bait, let's call it.
I don't.
Huhi for Sirens, baited and outsmarted. Failure flash.
If you got no items and you can still bait a fight that they win, you're doing your job, man.
Jesus.
But the 5th dragon is still coming up.
Meanwhile, Kindred, we didn't even look at, did a lot of damage too.
Just big dicks at work.
Thanks, George.
Thank you so much.
Oh, George.
That was a meta
So
George.
5th dragon.
That was a meta George comment.
Yeah.
This was really good by
Last
Xmithy.
fight. Xmithy does that really. It was really smart.
That was,
ulting the dragon. So CLG's out of position, and Xmithy just solo modes this to keep it alive, which is very smart actually.
Yeah, it was good.
It comes down to the outsmite, and he just holds it in the end.
Well, it's down to 758, and they also focus down MLXG super well.
Yep. And push him out of the.
Well, no, MLXG flat. Why does he flash? Why does he flash out of the pit?
Was he still in that? I can't tell if Lamb's Spite is in that corner.
Yes.
It's all in there.
He can flash forward too. It doesn't matter.
It almost covers the entire pit.
He could flash over the others.
He could have flashed more towards the Lamb's Spite. Agreed.
No. He could have flashed over
That's
the
what-
Emperor's
yeah,
Divide
agreed.
onto the dragon.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Because there's the heal right there, and even though
Yep.
The heal bumps into like 1,000 something. The first smite comes through, or the first. comes through,
no, it's just damage. The smite was at 200 HP. But the real fuck up here is the fact that MLXG flashes out of the dragon pit when he's on top of the Lamb's Respite.
So it drops at 1,200.
Yeah.
He's
anyone's
directly below the dragon. He's at the 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
He's still on it.
Takes damage.
Yeah. He goes into the. Yeah, he's completely covered by it.
He's covered. It's right here.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that.
And then it stops at 758. And then for some reason he sees the damage and panics instead of flashing to the other side of the Emperor's.
He should have flashed further into the dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, flash above Xiaolu.
Yeah.
So they had no chance to get the dragon in the end.
Yeah. And then damage comes through and then the spike gets confirmed by Xmithy.
And then obviously they get ripped apart by amazing teamfight comp.
And they're fucking fighting inside of like an Azir.
Yeah.
Inside the pit.
No, that's like the worst place for them to
Exactly.
fight.
So why the fuck would you do that?
But this is a really egregious, because this is like a terrible teamfight comp versus an amazing one, but it's amazing that it's still possible, right?
Yep.
With 16,000 gold.
And if you listen closely, you can hear the exact moment that Pyra developed another polyp in his throat.
Hey.
Lamau.
No shots fired, please. Budget dollar.
Hey, man.
Well, basically it's a free Baron now too. The whole thing.
I mean, the flow-on effects of anything at this late in the game are massive, obviously.
Jesus. And the inhibitors come back up at the same time. This is
job.
like perfect timing.
Good job, Huhi. You nailed it.
No.
Bye, Real Doa.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Eric.
See ya.
See you, George.
Yeah, I'm actually panics.
Oh my god.
Because you can see, because Lupus literally at the most...
By the way, Looper is stuck back there.
Yeah, because of the...
He can't move.
I know. He gets bounced. Oh my god, he gets bounced over.
No, he face dives over.
No.
Yeah, he face dives
Oh,
over.
okay. He doesn't get bounced.
Because
No,
watch
no,
he
no.
flips.
No, he's
Watch,
already
watch.
stuck, and then he just jumps over.
No, he gets
No, he
bounced.
bounced.
I told you.
He gets bounced.
He gets bounced
over.
by the phase dive.
Wait,
His phase
really?
dive can't go over this.
Yep.
Oh,
That's even
Watch.
worse.
Okay,
Watch him.
Holy shit! No one saw this. Watch. Wait for it.
I remember watching
Because
this.
he goes forward.
He gets
and-
bounced.
Wow.
You can see.
I remember watching this live, and I thought that he just face
That's
dived
hilarious.
backward.
MLXG flashes for no reason, and then the ultimate denial on Looper.
Holy
So that's
shit.
literally 35,000 gold worth of players doing nothing.
Oh my god. This is like such a perfect storm game. It's
To be fair, because remember,
unreal.
who he did another wall slam ult previously, and I was like, I don't know if that was for damage. The wall slam ult here really works out. Because you just can't do anything. You just CC forever.
So what he was trying to do, though, so just to be clear, so what Luber was trying to do was he was trying to get his first. So it said Nid had no smite when he flashed over. That's what the donation said, which is fair, but you still don't flash that. You don't do that. So with Looper, though, in this particular play, so what he's trying to do is because the first part of phase dive is a dash, and the second part of phase dive is a blink.
Okay.
So what he's trying to do is get the first part of phase dive so he can get over the
He doesn't have
Azir
a target
ultimate.
to blink to, though.
Yes, he does. Yasui.
Yeah, okay. I understand. I follow.
So Nidalee does not have smite. When did Nidalee use smite?
Like right
There.
There.
That's 1250 HP. As it got altered. That's 1250.
Even so, you don't. You definitely don't. You definitely don't flash over the wall right here while you're on top of Kindred ultimate. That's ridiculous. You don't even get the heal that way.
Yeah, but it has his own... It's not actually terrible given that scenario, because he tries to kill it with EQ, right, and can't. Because he tries to smite EQ it, and then if he flashes over and he has heal up, it's probably a bigger heal, and he's out of target range, so it's not so bad.
What does it say?
A lot of things.
There's a lot of things we can't read right now.
We will get to the donations later.
But so yeah,
Smited during
Looper.
100 ult.
Looper definitely has a target here for phase dive if he doesn't get bounced over the wall. He could definitely get on top of Huhi, which is what he's trying to do.
Well, now they're both really
That's
bad.
such a funny interaction.
It happens a lot, though.
I mean, Twitch has been saying they just feel like this game, because RNG is so far ahead, they didn't really care if they lost this or not. They're just kind of testing something out.
Testing what? Sucking
no,
at macro?
Yeah,
You're playing in China, like,
The moment
and
people suck,
RNG has everything to prove for themselves.
they're
into
not
this tournament.
sandbagging this game. That's
No.
ridiculous.
Yeah, they have everything to prove in this game because everybody expected EDG to come in. So our RNG needs to look dominant and win every game. Or rather, wants to. They don't need to.
But I mean, I think it's pretty clear that they got really sloppy after the jab.
Yeah.
But I just think they're a sloppy team a lot of the time. This is a team
Yeah,
that's
but
known for
they're certainly
polarizing
not just
performance.
saying, whatever, fuck it, we're so far ahead. This is a really weird engage as well.
And he also fucks up his ultimate again. Oh!
And then, yeah, but then Xiaohu's just like, oh, hey, it's 6A.
Why is Lucian the one split pushing?
Because Lupa doesn't have Flash Monty.
What are these lane
Doesn't have,
assignments?
doesn't have TP, Monty. No
I
TP.
don't know if you need flash
No
necessarily.
TP Monty.
They have Baron, so I guess they're just... That's not fair. They have Baron, they're just trying to push as many waves as they can to stay in this game. So it's fair that Lucian's up top, nobody else.
Also, they're 10,000 gold ahead, so they're not
Yeah.
trying to stay in the game.
But they were also 17,000.
But they just don't want to. They don't want to lose an inhibitor right here, right? Well, during the Baron, so it makes sense that they're just trying to push waves as fast as they can. They actually do a pretty good job of it. I take it back, Royal. That was fine.
Did you finish that bottle?
Kobe.
Kobe just went nuts in this game.
I know.
Which is why he did not go nuts in the game following, because he, like, murders his voice at the end of this.
I mean, the next game is super massive.
Well, yes.
This is
it's-
definitely the game for the NA caster to go mad over.
But still, listening to him from this to that, it's night and day. It's so different because he, like, actually just, like,
Yeah.
rips his vocal cords apart in this game.
Well,
And then, like, oh god, I don't want to go there anymore.
but the thing is that for him, so Darshan, he shouldn't use his ult right there. Did he actually hit anybody? No, he didn't hit anybody. So Looper, it doesn't matter if he hits the parallel convergence here because he's just trying to delay them,
Yeah.
and he throws the
He's
slow
waiting for
in, so
everyone
he's
to come
fine.
back.
He has GA. And Xiaohu's gonna come in. Okay. Ults onto Huhi. Okay, gets exhausted.
Stunned immediately into the wall.
And Darshan doesn't die, still has his GA up.
That stun by Darshan was amazing on
Yeah,
the
it
wall.
was
It was
perfect.
really clutch.
Yep.
And then they pop the other GA.
And that's the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's literally this stun by Darshan.
Yeah, the
Just
Darshan stun
is the moneymaker.
kills Xiaohu.
Yeah, that's
This is the
actually
exact
amazing.
moment that he got a raise.
Hui also with his Zonias was...
I mean, it's CLG fighting in zones like they can with this comp, but it's a sick fight.
Another thing is, what Whoosh got bound by Aftermoo after he got killed.
Did he? Okay, let's
Yeah.
watch Whoosh this fight.
Doesn't he have QSS too?
I don't think so. He just has Mikhail's from Mana.
No, he has
He,
QSS.
yeah,
QSS.
he's got a Mercurial
He has,
Scimitar
he
available.
has QSS and he has
Yeah,
Mikhails.
but he doesn't use it. He just like
But-
gets bound and dies.
100% Royal should win this fight because they have Darshan at 30% HP and Stixay at 50%, and they haven't taken any damage yet. So what actually happens here to cause this to go so shit?
So, I mean, the Darshan stun is what wins them the fight.
Yeah.
That
So
and
that knocks out Xiaohu.
I mean,
Jack-
this
who
fight
didn't
was
even
hanging
get
on
to
for...
use-
Look at Darshan's HP right now. Look at this shit.
Yeah, he has
If
100.
he had he has less than that. If he had like one auto attack more, one shot of the culling more, he's in GA mode and he can't make this stun.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
So then Xiaohu's here. Or Woosh
So we have to
is
watch
here.
Whoosh this fight. So Whoosh pursues, he wants to kill Stixay. Stixay dodges out of the queue.
So Fate's Call comes through.
He flashes the Fate's Call, but he took a crit.
Yeah.
That's
Mikhails,
that's a Mikhails for
sustain.
sustain though. That's a health Mikhails.
Yeah. And then he gets bound. And he doesn't
Did
QSS.
he use... What?
Unless he... I don't think he QSS. Unless
Did he QSS
Did
the
he
same
QSS,
time?
did he QSS for move speed?
His QSS is down.
Did he use it the same time the Mikhails went out? Like, out
Maybe.
of panic?
Maybe.
Like, maybe there was just a miscommunication. He didn't think that he was covered, so...
Well,
It
you
might,
can't
it
communicate
might
that.
still just be down. It doesn't matter.
It was double.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
double.
yeah.
He doubled
they
it up.
used it at the same time.
He used it for move speed as well.
yeah, so Whoosh gets like a total of 6
Yeah.
auto attacks off this
But-
entire fight.
But because they used them at the same time, that actually is nuts. They can't finish the fight. If he had had the Mikhails there. All right, we have to listen to Kobe in slow motion for this. That's the mandatory.
Oh, wait, are we doing it?
Yeah.
Wait for them to win the fight, then do it.
Can they flank again? Darshan a little low. Gets marked onto Hui. And they're starting to open. Xiao is shut down by Stixay. I don't know how this one's gonna
The binding, though. Oh,
And that's insane.
what a sick binding.
Hooper, he's going low, but he chrono breaks back. A double kill for Hui. A kick for Hui. Oh my God! The ace. Looper
Kobe had some fucking notes in this.
CLG. Do you believe Kobe? Are you kidding me? The undefeated team here at MSI. This turret will fall. Another will fall. 42 minutes. And I never doubted them.
Yes, you did, you liar.
CLG.
They made a joke about it already.
Hindsight thinks is
CLG
50-50.
Gaming with the most unlikely victory.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
It was. I mean, just so much had to go perfectly in those fights. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Clutch.
I mean, oh, God. The fact that Darshan was able to get the stun off is just amazing.
I just also want to say, like, how many fights that CLG took without missing, like, 2-3 ultimates, and they still, like, came out on top. So there's, like,
Well, they had a huge compositional advantage for those
Yeah.
fights.
But I mean, we always talk about huge composition advantages, and it's like great to do, like show it in situations where they're like 17,000 gold, then 11,000 gold. Like,
Even then, it had to go just right.
The fact that they still were able to come out on top and who he whipped, like...
Because, like, we saw SKT, like, with a huge compositional advantage, lose in late game team fights, even though they brought the items even. Remember, this is like 3 to 6 items in terms of like the mid lane match. It just shows you how well they played it and the compositional advantage. So that was a cool game.
It was definitely the most entertaining.
Well, we should mute the mics before we start eating.
No. We'll talk at the same time.
Let them listen to the your glorious noms.
Colt donated $10. I enjoy that you genuinely care about the people who donate to you as opposed to some people who just rattle off the same scripted response. Also, I love these streams. Please keep it up. Surprise drive-by.
We can turn text to speech on.
Yeah, I did. The Colt donated $60. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for everything you do. Less than 3. Appreciate it. Kung Pao Chicken donated $10. Did had no smite. That's true. Thank you. West Panda donated $10. Just wait for it. Also, this game felt like RNG was just out for blood and kills, not really to win. I don't know if they felt they just built for damage and to be flashy. No respect to try and end in proper time rather than chase for kills and pat stats. I think they just misplayed their composition, honestly, because they did build the right builds for the right strategy. They just played it wrong. And
I agree.
I don't think they were out for kills.
And they also played it really well for a long time.
Well, they played it okay.
Oh, like, they had a hiccup, but like when it looked like they had it together.
Yeah. Vanderbilt donated $1. Watch the dragon fight again, see what Lucian did, lol. Okay.
Let's sure.
Ah, the $1 rewind.
No, that was a good click back there.
Mata, can they do it? They have just fight Baron and a Dragon 8 dying.
So here comes
Lucian misses the culling.
Walks in and dies.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Is it actually a boosted animal? Holy shit!
That was the best dollar donation.
Well done, man. That was very...
And what was he trying to hit?
Let's watch it again in slow motion.
That was hilarious. You were correct, sir. I wasn't even paying attention to what?
So he gets 3 or 4 shots on Darshan.
On Darshan.
Hey man, he hit 3 or 4 shots.
So he actually like
Runs it into
Gonna get some damages in.
But
what?
what was that like? Like 2 Azir ultimates or 2 Sand Soldiers into like a shot from Kindred and he just fucking popped like.
Well, he's not gonna live through that.
Oh my god.
He keyed into like 3 people.
I like how George called him a boosted animal. That's definitely a Korean insult there. That's an invent special.
Yeah,
I know it is.
George in the house, baby.
Ahmed123 donated $1. Watch the replay towards the end of the VOD of the 3-man parallel convergence for Lure. We watched that already.
No, there's one right at the end that's like not first person, but like close to.
Oh, okay.
It looks sick. I don't know if it's on this VOD.
It will be. I'm pretty sure. They usually cut
okay,
it.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in here.
It'll be after the 12-minute mark. So.
Oh, you missed it. Go back. It looks sick.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
You should watch the whole part. This is a really cool segment. I love the way this is filmed. So when the Lucian joins in, wait for it.
Oh, another miss who healed. Wow.
It looks awesome.
That is really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You should have more of that.
Ochen does it sometimes.
Did you? I think you jumped.
But they don't do the rotating camera into the stun though.
Karna Tion donated $5. Would you rate this game as one of the greatest comebacks in league history?
One of the